This guy used diabetes to get shredded. He's jacked to the bones, has pecs heavier than boulders, and a massive physique, except he's using a performance-enhancing that most people wouldn't even think of. And the craziest part is that he's still a natty despite using it, because Zach Moore managed to turn diabetes into a superpower and managed to go from a standard lean build to having a freakish physique in just 2 years. But now everyone's pissed off because he's technically a natty and they can't prove he's not.
Hey Zach, you know that insulin makes you not natty, right? Insulin is literally the most anabolic compound, like stronger than test and trend.
But what a lot of people don't know is how he actually has a superpower, and that's being able to control his blood sugar levels like he's some kind of mutant.
Being a type 1 diabetic is an unfair advantage in natural bodybuilding because you can perfectly dial in your insulin use and your blood glucose.
He can perfectly calibrate his blood and use that to his advantage for training routines, which is an ability most other bodybuilders would to have, except people ignore that it's not just diabetes, it's also Zach's genetics, because pictures of him back when he was 14 make it clear that he was destined to have the physique of a Greek god. However, some people think that he's lying about being a natty and that he might actually be taking proper peds and steroids, because he's definitely not the only man with diabetes, but he's somehow the most jacked and ripped all year round, which doesn't add up for a lot of fans. The craziest part is that Zach has been on a bulk for the last 10 years, and not once did he consider competing in a bodybuilding show.
I spent about a decade in the bulking phase. I didn't give a shit about competing or how I looked.
Which is one of the reasons people think he's lying about how he really got his physique. You see, if he was to compete, he'd finally get tested, and the results might send shockwaves throughout his fan base. Matter of fact, some of the haters are even pestering him to release blood work, just to prove once and for all that he's not a fake natty. Because let's be real, his physique is almost alien looking to the point where he has a perfect V-taper build, with stripes on his arm showing how rapidly he put on muscle, not to mention quads and a front double bicep that could put some IFBB pros to shame, which is exactly why nobody understands the reason he's not willing to go up on stage with the big boys, since Zach can go muscle for muscle, striation for striation with some of these guys. But on the other hand, some people are just getting pissed off that he's constantly trying to market his chronic illness as a ped, which can be dangerous for people who suffer from diabetes and don't dream of being pro bodybuilders. But what do you think? Did Zach just find the biggest bodybuilding cheat code in recent history? Or is he lying about the things he really takes to look that jacked? Welcome to Fun for Days. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and comment your thoughts about the video below, and I'll see you in the next video.